Hey guys, good evening from beautiful Mazatlan, where I'm sitting on my patio. I guess they call it a patio. It's really like a backyard. Sitting on my patio 9:30 at night because it's still 29 degrees and it feels like 34. It's I'm competing with the famille. Uh, um, yeah, it's kind of warm and humid, and I can see big flashes of lightning out over the water. Beautiful night. Anyway, and that noise you can hear in the background is my little standing fan whirring away there because, oh, you still need it. Anyway, I had an interesting question today, and I thought, that is a good question. I'll make a short video about that while I'm sitting here. Um, One of the viewers asked me, hey, what the hell's happened to your camera work? You're all over the place. Well, there is an explanation. I walked through the market, did a video. It's got to be maybe 2 weeks ago now, and I handheld the camera, and the camera has a steady cam feature on it, but I didn't have that on. I didn't realize that. Anyway, I've rectified that, but I was so pleased with the result of that particular video that I've been trying it and trying to do sort of what they call street photography, because one of the big advantages of using the camera not in the big gimbal setup is that it's not as intimidating. People, a lot of times, they don't even see it. It's like you got a tiny little point and shoot or something the size of a cell phone in your hand. They don't even notice that you're filming if you walk up to a market stall or walk by them on the street. That's good because you get a lot of good pictures that way. But I found the feel in the market was excellent on that 3 or 4 minutes I shot walking through there, just hand holding the camera. I was very pleased with it. I remember sitting in Edgar's afterwards saying, geez, that's good. When I showed it to my friend Fran, she says, man, you really captured the feeling of walking through the market. So I've been experimenting with that. And then there is another benefit to just carrying the camera by itself and not using the gimbal. Like the other day, just 2 days ago, I did the one where I walked through Centro and went down to the port, the cruise ship terminal on cruise ship day. I ended up down in the back of Lazaro Cardenas, kind of in the hood. I really didn't know where the hell I was, nor how I got there. But when I started in through that neighborhood, I deliberately had the gimbal put away and everything and in my backpack because I'm all by myself all the time. And you're a gringo. You're walking around with a fancy gimbal and a camera. They know you got something that's relatively expensive. And I was robbed at gunpoint months before. I don't want to do that again. Prefer not to. And so I just find it easier with the camera, just handheld. And, you can just palm it and nobody even knows you got it. And then you can stop and film a short segment or it just does pictures so much better than my cell phone does. You can zoom in and it's 24.5 megapixels instead of whatever the camera is, 16. I'm not sure. But so there are advantages to just carrying the camera. And it's a learning process. It's a trade-off because when you have the gimbal automatically keeps the camera straight and level. So you get out of the habit of always staring at the frame. You can sort of watch where you're walking and watch where you're stepping over curbs and all that sort of thing. And the camera's looking in the right general direction. I kind of forgot that when I was hand holding it the other day and got a few shots. The camera was looking at the sidewalk when I was looking at the sidewalk instead of looking down the street. So it's a learning process. And that's one of the things I like about photography and videography. You get to learn. You get to try different things. You get to try different methods. And eventually, I only really started videography, I don't know, like really when I started this channel a couple years ago, I was always a stills photographer. And with that, I had a big Nikon and you hold the eyepiece up to your eye and the camera's really steady because you get your elbows tucked into your sides. You're just taking one frame and you're almost like a human tripod with the camera and it's dead still. Not so when you're videographing, if that's a word. So I really appreciate the comment. Those are the kind of comments I love to see. People that are watching, people that are interested, people that ask good questions. And that really makes it fun for me. So thank you. And I hope you're all having a really good, what did I say, Thursday night? Is it Thursday night? I think it's Thursday night. I know I am. I'm just sitting back, so glad the sun's gone down. Had a shower. I'm cool. I'm sitting in front of the fan. It's all good. Anyway, guys, tomorrow I have a plan. We'll see what the weather's like in the morning, but I have a plan to explore one of Mazatlan's streets and street names. And I've been doing some research tonight on why it's called what it is, who that gentleman was, and I'm looking forward to doing it because I think it's a really interesting story I've stumbled over. So I hope you watch tomorrow. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share button. You can always hit the thanks button. Really helps if you hit that like button and you watch the videos to the end. Like if it's a 2-minute video, spend 2 minutes. It really, really, really helps. It makes a lot of people get to see it. It's the way the algorithm works. They say, oh, they're watching the whole thing. They show it to more people. If it's a 2-minute video and you stop after 1 minute and 30 seconds, guess what? Nobody gets to see it. So, thanks guys. Just a tip. You learn these things. Anyway, I appreciate you all. I appreciate all my new subscribers. It's wonderful. I think this has turned into a great pastime for me, and I hope you guys get something out of it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Goodbye for now. Talk to you soon.